What is going on, guys? What is going on, 27 Squad? Welcome back into another video. Today, we're going to be pretty much recapping the New York Giants preseason and kind of obviously recapping this game, Game 3 against the New England Patriots. This was the final preseason game before a 2-week break, and we will have Week 1 NFL regular season football. But we have to talk about this game because a lot of things that we saw tonight are very reminiscent of what we saw in 2020. Okay, a lot of the same things from the offense and from the defense. A lot of things that the players needed to work on this season or during this offseason are still the same problems that we're seeing now. And so we have to talk about it. We've got to talk. We got to get a deep dive into this. So first off, the offensive line. The offensive line seems to be struggling, and it seems to be going in the wrong direction. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say, Kid Blue, it's just a preseason. I get that. I'm trying not to get too emotional about it, obviously, because, this is the preseason, and I told myself before even watching this game, I told myself I can't get too emotional about what's going on because I'm probably not going to like the product on the field. But when I see the starters out there, I can't help but think that this is what we're going to see during the 2021 regular season. So it's hard to imagine anything else of what we're seeing on the field when it comes to these starters. So let's start off with the offensive line. The pass protection was not fantastic. The tackles were very, very bad. Andrew Thomas had a terrible day, was allowing guys to go right by him constantly over and over and over again. Matt Peart and Nate Solder struggled when they were splitting reps on that right side. The interior was breaking up a lot. There was a lot of things that went wrong. Run blocking was not up to par as we've seen last season. So they're not even doing well like they did last season when it comes to run blocking in the interior. Obviously, it wasn't like that in the beginning. They progressively got better run blocking, but they did not do a great job there. Maybe that's because Ted Larson's new. I don't know. We have no Shane Lemieux. Okay, when it comes to the running game actually did pretty damn well. We didn't get 100 yards rushing, but we got a lot of guys in there running the ball. I thought Gary Brightwell looked good. He only had 4 carries, 10 yards, and had a couple of receptions. I thought he looked pretty good. He didn't get too much opportunities, but he looked all right. Corey Clement looked he's been looking great this whole offseason, and Elijah Penny ran the ball pretty well. Devontae Booker was okay. The quarterback play was obviously a lot better. Let's go on to Daniel Jones. I know Mike Glennon threw 2 touchdowns. All right, this is the best day the quarterbacks have had. Mike Glennon, 9-17, 147 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. That Damian Williams touchdown was very, very good in the final seconds. But Daniel Jones, let's talk about him, right? If you look at the stat line, 17 completions, 22 attempts, 135 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick, sacked two times. You would think that he did terrible, right? That he looks like Daniel Jones is a bust. One thing I will tell you is that this, and I know I sound so repetitive. I'm catching myself right now, and I sound so repetitive saying this. This is not Daniel Jones' fault, okay? It's not Daniel Jones' fault. The play calling is absolute butt. By the way, me and Kush were talking about this when we were streaming this game. Why were the second stringers, the quarterbacks and the wide receivers, look like they were running better route combinations than the starters? Why were the starters running curls and comebacks, but the second stringers were running different concepts and different rubs and going vertical? Why is that? Why was Caden Smith put on a seam route and we've got Evan Ingram, finding a zone and sitting in it? Why do we do that? Why are the second stringers doing that? We want to see the starters doing that because that's something we want to see from this playbook in the regular season. And this team that does not look any different than what it looks like than what it looked like last year. I know a lot of people were saying that, obviously this is the preseason and they're not going to show anything. I get that. I've been one of the guys saying that as well. But, and then a lot of people are saying, but remember, there's no Saquon, there's no Kenny Golladay, there's no Kadarius Toney. What that tells you is meaning that the individual players did not progress. That's not a good thing. If you have to have guys that were not on the team last year, like Kenny Golladay, Kadarius Toney, Saquon, because he wasn't really a part of the team last year, if you have to have those guys coming and changing this team around and having them play better, individually, these guys did not get any better. Darius Slayton was still dropping easy balls. Okay, that's something he did last season. Now, I'm not gonna say he's gonna drop every ball now. That's not what I'm saying at all. But he does that. Okay, he's not been obviously that's not an improvement, right? Daniel Jones doesn't seem like he's he has chemistry with Evan Ingram, even though that's his favorite target. It seems like they have zero chemistry. Okay, Daniel Jones had a terrible mistiming play on that rollout in the end zone, a play that was very repetitive. Okay, Jason Garrett called that play 2 plays before that, and it got Evan Ingram closer to the end zone inside the 5-yard line. We ran the ball once from the gun, mind you. We ran the ball once from the gun, and then we went back to that rollout play. That was terrible sequence of play calling. Absolutely terrible. Okay? And Daniel Jones threw the ball behind, and it was intercepted in the end zone. That is not a drive killer. That is a game killer. Okay? That's a game killer. That's not something you want to see come the regular season. You don't want to see your quarterback throwing picks. It doesn't matter whose fault it is, play calling or the quarterback. You don't want to see that happen in a regular season game. That is something that will make people lose their jobs. Okay? Something that's going to make people lose their jobs. Daniel Jones did not look terrible today. That interception was ugly, but that touchdown was so good. So good. Even that incomplete pass to Sterling Shepard, where Sterling Shepard was running a fade route into the end zone and Daniel Jones lobbed it up for him, even that was a beautiful pass. It was just barely out of Sterling Shepard's reach. Guarantee you, if this is regular season, Sterling Shepard's really trying to lay out for that ball, he would have got it. But Daniel Jones puts it out of the defender's reach when throwing the deep ball passes. Obviously, not the case in short situations and intermediate throws. Obviously, the interception. But when it comes to the deep ball passing, Daniel Jones has it locked down. But like I said, this team individually, the individual players did not get any better. The guys that were here last year, it doesn't look like the individual players got any better. That is the point I'm trying to make. As a team, we may be better with Kadarius. We may be better with Kenny. We may be better with Saquon Barkley back into the mix. But where are the individual progress at? Where is the individual progress? Where is Darius Slayton's progress? Where is Andrew Thomas's progress? Where is Matt Peart's progress? Where is Daniel Jones's progress? Where is all of these other players' progress? Okay, the defense did not play terrible. I can't blame the defense whatsoever. Our run game, we got very, very worn out with that run game. J.J. Taylor is a fantastic running back. I love the way he ran today. Damian Taylor was a really good running back today. Ramondre Stevenson had a couple of good runs. Okay, but defensively, I don't have a problem too much. Devontae Downs is butt. He is not good. Sam Beal should not be on this roster. Mondre Harper, Mother Harper, probably should not be on the roster either. These are guys that are on the top right now, all right? Rodarius Williams did not do a bad job in starting in relief of Adoree Jackson. And I don't really have anything bad to say. We had 4 sacks as a team. That is probably the highest we had in this preseason, all right? We had Trent Harris get a sack. Dexter Lawrence got a sack. Lorenzo Carter had a really good sack. And I'm happy that he's back in good form and very healthy. And Willie Henry had a sack. Don't know where the odds about Willie Henry making this team. But everyone else should make the team. Trent Harris should make the team. Dexter Lawrence should make the team. Lorenzo Carter should make the team, obviously. And yeah, that's it. So, pretty much bottom line, guys, I don't know how much different this team is going to be this season. I get we have Kenny, we've got Saquon, we've got Rodarius, we've got Kyle Rudolph. We have these pieces. Individually, I know this is a team game, but individually, when Daniel Jones, let's talk about situation football right now. If Daniel Jones throws Darius Slayton the ball, is Darius Slayton better this season than he was last season to catch that ball? The answer is probably not. The offensive line, do they look any better than they were last season? Probably not. Stop talking to me about Kenny Golladay. Stop talking to me about Kadarius Toney. All right? Stop depending on these guys that we just brought in. We have plenty of other guys that were here last year that don't look any better than they were last year. Okay? That's the problem. All right, so that being said, leave your thoughts in the comment section below, guys. I'm excited for this season, although I'm not very optimistic right now. I'm excited for this season. I'm going to be making a ESPN Pick'em League soon, so for you guys that are interested, I will be doing that in the next coming days, and I'll be putting that in the community notes, so make sure you guys tune in for that. Make sure you guys subscribe if you guys are new. Comment, leave a like, share this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video.